Schussenried Abbey was a Premonstratensian monastery in Bad Schussenried, Upper Swabia, Baden-Württemberg, Germany. History. In 1183 the monastery here was founded by the local landowners Berengar and Conrad of Schussenried, and was settled from the Premonstratensian Rot and Rot Abbey. Pope Innocent III granted it his protection and guaranteed its immunity by a privilege of 13 February 1211. It acquired substantial endowments and built up a considerable territory, and was declared an imperial abbey in 1440. The abbey suffered tremendous damage and losses, however, in the 30 Years' War. Many of the monastic buildings were burnt down by the Swedes and the lands were largely laid waste. Sufficient recovery had at length been made by the 18th century for comprehensive rebuilding to be undertaken, and the present name Neues Kloster refers to the Baroque reconstruction from 1752. The planning was the responsibility of Dominika Zimmermann. The original plan of 4 wings with an integrated church was not completely carried out for financial reasons. The present 3-winged construction consists of the north wing plus stumps of the intended east and west wings, and represents about a third of the projected building complex. After the German mediatization of 1803, the abbey and its territory was given in compensation for the losses to the west of the Rhine, to the Counts of Sternberg-Manderscheid, who used the abbey as a castle. In 1806 the territory was mediatized to the Kingdom of Württemberg, to whom the Count's heirs sold the buildings in 1835. The state of Württemberg set up a foundry on part of the land, and in 1875 a nursing home was set up in the buildings. Until 1997 this was the State Psychiatric Hospital of Bad Schussenried, later known as the Center for Psychiatry. Since 1998 the Neues Kloster has been used as an exhibition and event center. Library. The Barrack Library is the most spectacular part of the monastic buildings and one of the main sites of the Oberschwäbische Barrackstrasse. The room is extremely light. The locked bookcases are arranged in 2 stories. The ornamentation is among the richest of the 18th century in the German-speaking world. The ceiling fresco completed by Franz Georg Hermann in 1757 shows in bewildering detail the workings of divine wisdom in apocalypse, scholarship, education and craft. To the most recent sculptures created for the room belong the 8 groups of false church teachers, opposite which stand 8 large figures of true church teachers. They are by Fidelis Spora and were finished in 1766. Abbey Church. The Abbey Church is now the parish church, dedicated to St. Magnus. It contains elements of Romanesque, Gothic and Baroque architecture. Among the most noteworthy features of the choir stalls by Georg Anton Mackeln and the ceiling frescoes by Johannes Sig showing the life of Norbert of Xanten, founder of the Premonstratensians, provosts and abbots. Provosts Friedrich 1183–1188, Mangold 1188–1192. Manfred 1205–1208, Louis the 1208–1209, Bechar 1209–1215, Conrad the First von Bessera 1215–1218, Rudolf 1221–1222, Conrad II 1223–1248, Berthold I 1248–1278. Ortholf I von Wieland 1278–1281, Heinrich I 1282–1290, Albert 1290–1302, Conrad III 1302–1326, Ortholf II Schorp 1326–1356. Berthold II von Aldheim 1356–1363, Johannes I von Wesser 1363–1371, Hildebrand von Wieland 1371–1404, Conrad IV (1404–1420), Johannes II Rothman (1420–1438), Abbots Conrad V Rabbe (1438–1466), Petrus Fuchs (1467–1480), Heinrich II Österreicher (1480–1505), Johannes III Whitmayer (1505–1544), Gallus Müller (1544–1545), Jacob Renger (1545–1552), Benedict Wall (1552–1575), Oswald Escher (1575–1582), Ludwig Mangold (1582–1604), Christoph Müller (1604–1606), Martin Dietrich (1606–1621), Matthias Rohrer (1621–1653), Matthias Binder (1653–1655), Augustin Arze (1656–1666), Bernhard Henlens (1666–1673), Vincentius Schwab (1673–1683), Tiberius Mangold (1683–1710), Innocentius Schied (1710–1719), Didacus Strobel (1719–1733), Chardis Frick (1733–1750), Magnus Kleber (1750–1756), Nikolaus Klus (1756–1775), Joseph Krapf (1775–1791),